I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Goff now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Super 66.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Smallwood. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
12. Hardball. Super.
Now it's gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, spinning away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Flex. 319.
Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Zoom.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Green 18! Zoom.
And again, it's Rodgers. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Ebukam in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
That's fine. Yeah. Jump out. Yeah. No.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now the Rams are going to halt. Things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran, used to call student body right or student body left, because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier? In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A run, it's Clement. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Listen. I got it.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back to throw, gone. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Hey, check 26. Jumbo!
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Starting left here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
There we go.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They pitch out to Smallwood. Fights him off. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. On the carry, here's Clement. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now it's Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here we go. 58. Yeah, Liz.
Now Rodgers. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Look at it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Over here. Zoom, zoom. Blue 58 to on.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. 319. 399. 399.
To throw again, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And this is caught inside the 5. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Ndamukong Suh. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Blue 58. Hey, check 26. Blue 58 to on.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
All right. 319. 319.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, where y'all going? Zoom, zoom. Zoom.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
All right.
Here's Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
26. Yeah, Liz. Jumbo! Run. 58.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a short return to the 6-yard line. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. On the return, it's Wendell Smallwood. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Orange.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here's Smallwood. Got some real estate inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
No matter the week, no matter the team, you're going to hear coaches wax nostalgic for big tight ends that can control the edge of the line of scrimmage. Well, sometimes you don't have a tight end in the game, so now you're looking at your tackles. Can they control the perimeter? Make sure that that gets sealed off so there's no penetration off of the edge. If they're able to do that, that's why a toss play is successful. Because once they get to the edge, they can pick and choose their spot, which way to run, whether it's deep outside or cutting it back inside to pick up big yardage. On that play, they controlled the edge so well, they picked up an excellent chunk of yardage.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He spins free and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Josh Jones in on the stop.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's got him in. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw. And
he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. Back now at Lambeau. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24.
Zoom. 319
to throw is Rodgers. Operating from the gun. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
He'll get it up the middle. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's taken to the 26. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Inside. Zone. 319.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. What a spin. And now the juke. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers now on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, 626.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Hey, 626.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
319 to
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And the Rams getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And Cooks has it over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Cut. 180. 47 right.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got three. Three down.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Cut. 120. Horrible.
Gone. Steps away to his left. And got him in. It's Woods. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
17. Left. Like 20. Orange. Horrible. Yes, sir.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Hey, check 26.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get 300. Get 300. Zoom. Jump out.
They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it second and 14. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. He's got Adams on the hook on. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there. He's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the